If you are still doing handwritten lesson plans, Lord have mercy on your soul. I don't know how you do it. I completely understand the whole idea of like writing something down so you can remember it. However, ain't nobody got time for that? Are you serious? No. Just no. Honey, let me help you. Just because you watch this video, you get the free secrets. You're welcome. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You asked for me to share why I have chosen to do digital lesson planning instead of handwriting my lesson plans. You've also asked for me to share some of my greatest Google Doc tips. So today we are going to talk about why I use Google Docs for digital lesson planning, how it saves me a ton of time as well as my teams, and I'm gonna share some little tiny secrets. Shh. In this video, I'm going to share some of my greatest Google Doc tips. I'm going to also share where you can find pre-made Google Doc lesson plan templates that of course I've already made. And I'm going to talk about how you can customize them to make them work for you. Are you ready? Grab a notepad, grab your caffeine. Let's do this. High five. All right, guys, here we go. You are looking at my desktop computer. And on this desktop computer, we are going to go through Google Docs, where my lesson plan templates are. And while we're there, I'm going to show you all the different tips and tricks that I have to offer you. So first things first, you need a Google account. That's basic. And in your Google Drive, which you access over here in that right-hand corner with your 9 square, as I tell my students, you will go to your Drive, which is this nifty little triangle thing. Once you're there, if you use my Google Doc templates or you create your own, whatever works for you, this is my Google Doc lesson plan templates that I've created. And at the end of this, I will show you where you can access these. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through what I have to offer. I'm going to show you the ones that I like to use or that I use today, and how to edit them. So let's start from the left-hand corner here. Right here, I have a bundled 36-week layout. This is literally all laid out for an entire school year. All you have to do is go enter the date, which I will show you how to do here in a second. It's completely laid out for you. So if you want to be able to go type and then copy paste things in from one week to another and have it all in one place, this is where you go. This is what it looks like when you purchase one of my Google Doc templates. This one is all laid out. This is the weekly template, which is actually a template that I use. And off to the left-hand side, you can see that I have the document outline, which I'll show you how to get. The document outline where if I click this, it takes me to a lesson plan. I can enter the date here and I can move on with my life. The next kind of plan I have is, this is the daily lesson plan format. This is a simple format, and actually this is the format that I use for my sub-plans. It is a simple one page, but of course when you do sub-plans it ends up being more. But it's simply laid out for a time, lesson, and standards if you have to list that. I'm also going to show you how to add color. I'm going to show you how to add columns. Whatever works for you. Honestly, I use this for my sub-plans because it's really simple and easy. It's already laid out. And I actually use this standards column to leave notes for my sub. And I kind of leave space for my sub to leave notes as well. So it's just kind of a handy little template. Of course, you can expand the cells as much as you want, or you can shrink them back down. It's totally up to you. And also if you hit enter, they will expand as well. So this is the daily lesson plan format that I have. Then I have a horizontal weekly. Now this was actually a request by someone who purchased my Google Doc templates. And after they purchased my Google Doc bundle, they're like, hey, I want one that looks like my old school lesson plan book. They just wanted to be a little nostalgic, which I can completely understand. So what I went ahead and did is, let's make this fit. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do that. So here you can see that you have the days of the week down the left-hand side, and then you have your different subjects across the top. Again, I'm going to show you how to merge all of your cells and add color and all those other things. Last but not least, here is the document that I and my team use. Still to this day, as far as planning, we find that it works the best for us. And you can see if you're reading this, as it's up on my screen, it is set to be an 11 by 17 page, but it does print on a regular piece of paper as far as printing paper goes. So here is the template that my team and I use. And our days of the week goes across the top. We actually have a little notes thing where we can leave notes for each other or reminders of different, so-and-so Bozo the Clown's coming that day at whatever time, yada, yada, yada. So this one is completely filled in just because it is the one that my team and I use, and it's the one that I created. You can actually see our old schedule over here. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is from here, I'm going to use this weekly document, this weekly lesson plan template to kind of show you how to edit and everything else. First things first, whenever you purchase any kind of Google or digital document, you want to go make a copy. Now, some people have set it up so they force you to make a copy, but if that doesn't happen and you end up here and you're trying to click and edit and you can't, pause and take a deep breath, and then go up to your file button, make a copy, and there you're going to be able to save it to your drive. Copy first. So here I've gone to file, make a copy, and this little nifty thing shows up. So we're going to go ahead and type YouTube demo, woohoo. And once I hit enter, it's going to kick me to that document. And if we go back to this folder, you're going to notice that it pops up on the right-hand side. So let's pretend that I purchased this. Oh yay, I've now saved it to my drive. I'm going to go ahead and start deleting everything on this first page. The way that mine is set up, I have something in the header, and then everything here I should be able to simply just delete. And then delete, 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 delete until we get to the top of the page. Ta-da! Now, if you're like, okay, why is this like not fitting on the screen? That bugs me. No problem, easy fix. Up in the left-hand corner, where it says 100%, click this little drop-down menu and click Fit. Voila! So no matter if you have to shrink this window, it will act, well, okay, not that small, but if you have to shrink this window and you need something off to the right-hand side, look, you can still see all of your plans rather than leaving it at 100% and not being able to see all of them. A quick fix is to simply click Fit. This is a lifesaver, especially if you're someone who's easily annoyed, like I am, about swiping back and forth. It drives me nuts. Another really quick tip, a lot of people have asked how I get this document outlined to the right-hand side. Easy, go up to Tools and select Document Outline. And I'll show you how to use your document outline here in a second. Now, let's talk about making your plans pretty, because everybody likes pretty plans, right? Let's talk about changing the color. I simply click and hold, drag across, and then I go up to this right-hand paint bucket right over here, and then I can select any color I want. So if you want to go through and make them on purple, make them all purple. If you want to do rainbow or green, or you have a select color that you would like, you can do custom colors and play with this stuff. Oh, cool. That looks like a good one. Nifty. All right. You can also change your font. Okay. But remember, you're only going to have Google fonts. I'm sorry if you're a font snob like I am. You got Google fonts. They're not terrible. They're not great. We'll live with it. From here, now that you've changed your color and everything, what you're going to do is you're going to edit these little boxes so they fit your needs. Here we have specials, so we kind of like go in and highlight which one we're doing each week. With your team, what I've done this year is we've put our names. So we put like, instead of doing this, we've done, hey, this is Meg, and this is Bill, and this is Kelsey. And what we do is next to it, we put, hey, I have PE on this day, and Kelsey has music, and Bill is going to the library, and I need to go to the library because I cannot spell music or library. Look at that. All right. There you go. So then we know if somebody's in a meeting and they have, like, we have to get their kids to one special or another, it's easily shared. It's fantastic. Another simple little thing that actually makes a huge difference in the crunch of time. Now, a lot of people ask, how do you get this nifty little bar up at the top where it says morning routine and warm up? Let me help you. Okay, so eventually, let's say this box is actually the time frame that I need to make into one pretty bar. I'm gonna highlight everything. I'm going to right click and I'm going to scroll down under all this delete row, delete column, whatever. I'm gonna click merge cells. Voila, look at that. Oh, I didn't go all the way over. You gotta go all the way over. See, I didn't go all the way to the left. But now I have a pretty box that I can do anything with. Don't want it? Click your undo button. Easy fix. Same thing with changing a color, go use your paint bucket. The other thing that I have been asked is, why would I need to use your document outline? Great question. As you can see, it says headings you add to the document will appear here. This is the way that my team used to do plans. We did it last year, and I'll tell you why we stopped doing it. But what we would do is we would go add a heading. So if you go up to where it says normal text, right next to where we fixed it to fit the screen, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get that drop down, you're gonna select heading. Once you select heading, you can enter your date here, okay? And as you can see, as I type, it shows up on the left-hand side. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't hit enter, I just simply inserted a heading. What my team and I used to do is we used to put the date here, and then we'd have all of our stuff set up the way we wanted it. And then each week, one of us would go in and we would highlight the entire document. We'd hit Command or Control C for command copy. And then go put your cursor up by the date and we would click Command V and paste it. Give it a second and there it goes. So now you can see that I'm making a row of lesson plans. Now, this was great because what we ended up doing is keeping them by quarter. But what happened was the file became so large that it eventually took forever to load. And we also learned the hard way that we needed to copy and paste our plans to the top rather than pasting them below the week prior. So this year what we've done is we have our own second grade folder, and it's actually shared with the entire school. Our whole school has moved to Google Doc lesson plans. So we each have our own folder, or our file that looks like this. And then we have August, September, October, November. So they're broken down by month. And what that's done is it's allowed us to have really, really small files, but they're all very organized, and it's broken down by week. So that really, really saves us a ton of time, and we don't have to sit and wait for a document to load. The other thing that we really like about having a Google Drive is you can add live links. Let me show you how this works. So let's go teachers pay teachers, because that's the next place we're going to go, so I can show you where to get these lesson plans. So let's go to teachers pay teachers. Let's go to Meg's store. By the way, when you go to my store or search for it, you need to put the 'S or it won't show up. Then over on the left-hand side, I have custom categories. You're going to click next to the apple where it says digital. And we're going to scroll down and let's say, oh, hey, here are all of those lesson plan templates that you really like. I'm going to go ahead and select this whole link I'm going to head and select this whole link, and I'm going to hit Command C, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to highlight this text right here. And then I'm going to go to this little link and it says insert link. Click that. And I'm going to, it's already found my link, but copy and paste, Command V, and now I have a live link. Now anyone that has access to these lesson plan templates will now have access to that document. So there's lots of ways to kind of mess around with this and kind of make it your own. You can definitely take one of my templates and form it into your own. If you want to add columns, okay, let's say I want to add one to the right. I right click and look, I can add a column, 2 columns to the left because I have 2 columns selected, or I can add 2 columns to the right, or 6 rows because I have 6 rows up and down selected. I can do 6 rows above or 6 rows below. If I only want to add 1 column, I highlight 1 box and now I can just insert 1. The amount that you have highlighted and you want to insert is the same number, if that makes sense. I don't know if that sentence made sense, but anyways, this is what we use for digital lesson planning. My entire school is using digital documents, and let me tell you how it has helped a ton. So right up here in your right-hand corner, this is where you can share it. We have ours shared with our admin. We have ours shared with our team. SPED, actually it's access, like anyone in the school has access to our lesson plans, which is really, really nice. In case you have to go in and class cover, in case you have to, you're sick, I can make a folder, and I actually do. In our team folder, I have my own subplan folder that literally has everything someone would need to know. If a sub doesn't show up, where do my kids go? I have them broken down into classes. If they need to find something, if they need to get a hold of me and I'm not accessible, who else do you call? I literally have dropped that into our team folder, and the other day when I was sick and I wasn't able to make it to school, I was able to put my lesson plans in there, and my team was able to print them off and access them literally as I was typing them. Google Docs has saved a lot of time and a lot of headache, especially if we can't meet with our SPED team to do co-teaching. They still have access to it. And let's face it, you have sick kids or emergencies happen all the time. Handwriting your lesson plans and having someone flip through or try to read your handwriting, if you have really bad handwriting like I do, is not always easy. We're in a digital age. So digital lesson planning is kind of where it's going. Now, I'm going to go ahead and delete this. So if you do go get the bundle, you don't have that messy one. So again, you can get them in my TPT store. And I am always looking for ways to make lesson plans work for you. I've been working on reading ones forever and I just can't get them right. So if you have ideas or you have a lesson plan template that you want me to create for you, I'm more than happy to do that. Just go ahead and send me an email. Make me a drawing, whatever, and I'm a very visual person, so if you can draw me something and I can make it happen, I would be more than happy to do that for you. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you learned a couple tips and tricks, and I hope you feel a little bit more energized to go ahead and give digital lesson planning a try. If you liked this video or if you found it helpful, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. Leave me a happy comment. I love reading that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you also hop over to my Instagram where I do weekly videos and I ask what you want to see next on my YouTube channel. So if you want to weigh in on my next video, go ahead and hop over there. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope you've learned a lot. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.